Carrington's not supposed to be sitting here yet. She walks in.
It's too late. She's already here.
No. Get out.
I don't want to.
Oh, well.
I guess we can act like she's not there.
Just like
Wait, do
completely
a
ignore
little
her.
thing. Actually, just go like this. Remember when you guys got the? Did you guys get a little shot where no one was sitting here?
Mm-mm.
Shit, I was hoping
You were
do a
gonna
little...
bounce in. We could do that if you step out for 2 seconds.
Okay, well now it's my
Now it's
idea
awkward.
and it's cool all of a sudden, so I'm gonna...
Okay.
No, you gotta start this one.
Why is he staring at me?
At the
to
beginning of the
start?
episode, he said, "Aaron, can you start this episode? Because everyone says I talk too much." But I mean, like, she's your friend. I mean, you're our friend too. But come on,
Now
Where's
it's
the duct
awkward.
tape? I was gonna duct
Come
tape my mouth this
on,
episode and not talk.
this is like the perfect.
You know what?
Yeah.
JP, you start us off.
Welcome to our guest of the day, Carrington.
No, okay,
horrible.
scrape that.
Now you guys see why I.
Oh no! Don't say it's because she's your friend.
We don't introduce the guest right away. We don't introduce the guest right away. We say,
It's already
and now
started.
she's coming. What did you just do?
All right,
I
everybody,
introduced the
welcome.
Great.
I would just like to
Carrington.
say that had such high expectations. Like we had this whole plan to do this whole thing, this whole transition,
And it flailed.
and
Flailed.
Flailed.
I'm flustered.
But hey, I'm here
Hi.
now.
I wasn't
Welcome.
ready for her to be here.
What
Get
did you-
over it.
She's here. Deal with it.
I'm
Okay,
here.
It's
well,
great.
since you're here, we do it.
Wait,
We already made her leave once. You okay?
Can you hear
sound
me
like
now?
Donald Duck. Yeah, now I feel like
Okay,
I'm
so
cool.
Carrington, who we didn't give a chance to get a proper introduction into the podcast thanks to JP.
The
We
one
do-
time we gave you a chance.
I know, the one time.
You guys
She
can't
enjoyed
talk
it.
right
A chance.
now.
She enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it,
See?
and you guys were bullying him actually.
Yeah, see?
Oh my
Right?
god.
That's a callback to a different
Here
episode.
go the comments.
Well, you were bullying.
Here
him.
go the comments.
Yeah.
You
Guys,
don't understand. We have a long history of rivalries here on this podcast.
Well,
So-
now you have another one.
Carrington, on this podcast, we started by doing our intro, which is gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it in unison.
But with passion.
Would you like to join us on it?
I would love to.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it!
I didn't know we were going that fast.
It's passionate.
Okay, one more time. Ready?
No, you don't get a redo.
Okay.
We should do. She asked. She's
She
the only
can do
person.
it at the end. Am I bullying you now?
Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it! Great
See,
job.
That was good.
that had like some
Passion.
passion behind it.
Well, what's up,
like
Carrington? Welcome to the Gotta Get It podcast, the #1 podcast in the world. Don't listen to what Impulsive says. We run this podcast game.
Yes,
We got
sir.
some of the best audience and listeners in the entire world. We doing big things this year,
Heck yeah.
and
we'd
we're
love
lucky to
hear
have
it.
you.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm excited to talk with you guys and hang out and get to know your deepest, darkest secrets.
Our first TikToker ever.
She's not.
Whoa.
What?
So I'm just a
Aaron,
TikToker.
no.
Aaron,
That's all she
I
is.
did.
Aaron.
I did
God.
research, and her
This
biggest
is
audience is
making
on
me
TikTok.
that doesn't make her a TikToker.
She's already look. She's dancing.
Because now you categorized her as a TikToker.
I'm so
Oh my god.
What is that a bad thing to
That's
be a
like when
TikToker?
somebody
No.
calls me a prankster and I get so offended.
Okay, but see, the thing is, you do
Did.
pranks.
And you're good
you
at
did
them.
pranks, and they were good.
I've done so
So
much
a
more
lot
than
of
that.
people.
I'm more than just pranking people.
Oh
Fake
my gosh.
pranking people.
Well, some people just take away what they want to take away from all of the things that you do, and I get it. You know, sometimes TikTok's fun. I enjoy
Right?
TikTok.
It's quick.
So if you wanna say TikTok, like that's okay.
What are you?
Yeah. What would you?
What would you
yourself
classify her as? Like, you just met me at one of those YouTube gathering
Networking.
events or social media gathering events where you have to be friendly to everybody. Oh, hi, nice to meet you. What's your name?
Oh,
Oh, I already turned you
Yeah.
off.
that was really scary.
Shit. Creepy vibes. Let me try again.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Let me try again.
Whoa, you sound like
Actually, do it to Aaron. He's much
You
more
did
polite.
hit some high notes there. You
Okay,
said.
I'm sorry.
Maybe there's
I just
like
have a bad
voice
start to this
crack in
podcast.
there
I
at
just
some
want to
point.
leave right now.
Why are you so nervous?
I'm not nervous at all, but I'm just.
Why are you so nervous?
I'm not nervous.
Look at me in my eyes, then.
Look at me in the eye. All right, look. I'll do it again.
Wait, you got something on your face.
Do I?
Yeah, something white at the bottom of your lip. There you got it.
Okay.
Ugh.
Hi.
Hey.
My name is Yusuf.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Yusuf.
to meet you. What's your name?
My name's Carrington.
Hi, Carrington. What do you do in this social media space?
In the social media space, Yusuf, I post photos to Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. And I post videos on YouTube. And I also post cool transitions on TikTok and things of that sort. And I'm a social media. I'm creative. I'm a creative human being who just likes to make.
So you wouldn't
content
classify
and
yourself as a TikToker, right? Specifically?
As cringy as it sounds, I feel like just to broaden it, just saying like, oh, like creator or like influencer or like, you know what I mean? Just kind of, because I don't know. I feel like just saying like TikToker, like that just puts you in like one category.
But I feel like TikTokers have changed so much. Like in the beginning, it was the dancing and it was a little cringy, but now it's like a whole different platform.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Like, I feel like it's evolved so much. Like, literally, people who are famous from TikTok have like record deals and like their own podcasts and like all this stuff. It's like that's the crazy thing about social media is if like you hit it the right time and you like happen to, you know, get a big following, then you can literally basically do whatever you want.
100%. And I think TikTok is a great avenue for that because TikTokers that have made it have found a great way to leverage their TikTok fame into YouTube, Instagram, etc., and have created large followings. Like Addison Rae just released her single.
Yep.
She started on TikTok
Pretty
doing
good.
the.
I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah.
Stick to pranks.
Is this why you're not on TikTok?
That's why I'm not on TikTok. So do you see, for the people who might be aspiring to be social media influencers, because we get asked that question a lot, do you recommend a lot of them use TikTok as a viable way to start and get into the scene?
I think right now that's like the biggest thing. It's like the biggest app right now, like apart from anything. And the good thing about TikTok is you need one video to pop off, and then that's how you're like gaining followers. Like you could, and just like I always say, like just keep posting, like just push it out, and then literally the most random stuff. Like I don't know what's like on y'all's For You pages, but mine, weirdest stuff. Like not okay. But like
TikTok, yeah.
there's just like weird stuff on TikTok. It's like you can post whatever, and it's like, oh, that has 1 million views and 1 million likes, but like for what?
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
crazy. So like you just need one video that just like pops off, and I feel like with TikTok it's easier than like Instagram or
100%.
Twitter,
Like,
because that's where like your OG like real like supporters come from, is like the Instagrams and like the Twitter and like the YouTube like subscribers and stuff like
screw
that.
Twitter. I deleted all my tweets. I'm done with Twitter forever.
I have not tweeted probably in like 3 years.
I'm a bad Twitterer.
I'm a bad tweeter.
I'm done with Twitter.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good for you.
Yeah.
Twitter's a toxic place.
The thing with TikTok though is it's so random because, for example, we have a Gotta Get It TikTok, which we rarely run. We have like 2,000 followers on it. We posted and everyone was like, every TikTok was like 300 views, 200 views. We posted one and it got 900,000 views out of nowhere. So it's like, it just
the algorithm is weird.
very.
I also think it's a couple bots though, like a little bit. You don't think?
What?
I don't think
Like
so.
TikTok will kind of feed that like that want in you to like get views, so you keep posting.
Yeah.
So your first few videos do really well, so they get you to keep on coming.
Not even first view. They'll just
Yeah.
surprisingly randomly do it
Yeah.
for you and you'll be like, oh my God, I just
Yeah.
got 1 million.
It's
I'm
like
a
the itch.
TikToker.
It's
Like,
like
yeah,
the
let
itch,
me go
yeah.
again.
Was it like a Jurassically like better video, or
No.
was it with
Just a clip.
someone?
It was an interesting TikTok compared to
It was
the
an
rest.
interesting TikTok, but it was in the same format as all the other ones.
Was it with someone who was like?
You should show her just
Wait,
I'm
I
not-
want to see it.
I'm
Just show her.
I
Okay.
wanna see it.
It was titled "How or she made, I think it was, how much
It was
money
with
did she make?
Lexi.
How much did she make?
1.5.
1.5?
1.5?
She made 1.5 million on OnlyFans in 8 months. That was written on the screen.
I mean, even on YouTube,
Yeah.
that's a great title.
It didn't go crazy on YouTube. It went crazy on TikTok.
True.
But like that's like very like a very intriguing title. I think so.
Yeah.
So that's probably.
Well, let me ask you this, okay? TikTok at first was a platform, I think, for kids, for children, where they
Musically?
can like
Musically.
yeah, you can go watch
Were you
all the
on
dances
Musically?
and stuff.
I tried.
But now you have, and I'm not downing this in any way or judging this, but now there's a lot of adult-oriented content. The
Yeah.
Bust It Challenge, I've seen so many challenges that just revolve around asses being used. And I think that's
Are you saying
say assets?
asses or assets?
asses.
Oh, I said
Assets.
assets.
Actual
like
asses.
asses.
Like there was one I recently saw, a
Assets.
new trend. Girls lay down, they put their feet behind their heads as ears.
Bugs Bunny.
And then the next thing they do, they arch their ass up in the air and start twerking their ass.
Okay, I saw one person do that.
I saw hundreds.
Okay, well your For You page looks very different than mine
I wasn't
apparently.
looking for that. That's not
Because
true.
I saw that challenge a ton of times and I saw no asses. So
Do you want me to
see,
put it
look
in
how
this
pure-
podcast?
Such a pure human being.
Oh, so now it's my fault
my
that
feed's
it's
all
on my
anime.
page.
My feed is pranks
No.
and Warzone.
Mine's
That's it.
anime, and that's pretty much it. Oh, inspirational stuff.
Yeah, we know what you're looking
My
at.
question for asking that is, has TikTok evolved from just being a platform for kids into now adulthood and everybody?
Absolutely. Literally, like, I had a conversation. I can't remember who I got this. I had this conversation with, like, someone who was a lot older the other day. They were like, I said something about TikTok. They're like, yeah, like, I know it's like a kid's app, but I just keep, like, scrolling and, like,
Yeah.
it's so fun to, like, be on the app. And I was like, well, it's really not. Like, there are literal TikTok famous grandmas and grandpas on that app.
It's true.
Like,
They're funny.
and they're hilarious. And I'm like, people, they're like, oh, I'm too old for TikTok. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Well, that was the stigma when it first started. I'm saying it evolved. It went through that change.
Yeah.
Like
I think in the beginning it was very like, do you remember when like the slime and like all of like the super like
ASMR
kiddie like content? Like, I feel like it was very much like that on TikTok in the beginning, and now it's just kind of like every single day there's a different trend. It's got like a little more like, how do I say? Not like raunchy, but like more.
PG-13.
Attitude.
Yeah, PG-13.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Did you do the Bust It challenge?
No.
Wait,
Okay.
what's that challenge?
It's like the one where like.
I wouldn't know. It never pops up on my For You page.
No, it really does. I don't know.
No, I'm saying me. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
It's
I don't know what it
it's
is.
like so.
What is it? Explain
You
it to
know,
us.
you're in some nice clothes, right? Also poured coffee. This coffee stain.
I don't think you can see it.
I want to hear how
Well,
she
just in
explains
case
the
you guys
Busted
do, I'm
challenge.
not trying to
I really want to hear how she explains the Busted challenge.
So you're wearing some clothes and they're standing and the song's playing and then you go boom and then your booty's shaking and it's like busting.
Oh, that's why it's on your For You page.
It's-
What's up with you and asses today?
Oh my god! Just because I know what happens on the app doesn't mean it's on my For You page. One, want to know a fun fact? I don't even scroll TikTok's For You page. I don't go on TikTok.
Let's make a little tallies right here for the amount of times that he says asses and bussin'. Just
Because
in the
I
past-
know, I know this is like I know the game. I've watched it. I'm a scholar of social media. So even if I'm not involved in something,
You don't have to explain it, man.
It's okay. We trust you.
I don't even go through my For You
We're
page.
Hey, dude.
Listen, if you need to talk to someone, like, just know that, like, we're always here.
We support
and,
you.
like, It's,
I feel so judged right now, and it doesn't feel good. This is not nice.
I'm kidding.
Intervention.
Not
I'm
nice.
kidding.
Okay, so
But I feel like it's changed. Like if you look at YouTube, like any other platform, like they all go through that kind of like awkward beginning. People judge it, and then it becomes like a regular thing.
I remember, like, there were so many friends of mine who were, like, on music.
Seriously.
Your sigh was really loud.
yeah, no.
I lost my train of thought.
She's actually very funny. If y'all didn't know, I don't know how like
Thanks.
she can do some.
Aaron, you gotta learn.
She could she could do faces and she can do voices really, really well at the spur of the moment in conversation, like unplanned, impromptu. She's really
I
naturally
should
funny.
ask her for advice for stand up.
Oh yeah, Aaron has
Are
to
you doing
perform a
stand-up
stand-up
stuff?
Just
in front
for
of us.
4 people.
Would you like to come
Wow.
and watch it?
No, you don't.
We have 1 extra ticket.
No.
I'm gonna be judging you in the audience.
Yeah, we're all about to be judging her.
When did we start giving out tickets?
No, I got an extra ticket. I started selling. I'm giving her a free one though. She got VIP meet and greet too, so you got to take a picture with her after the show.
No.
I need a
His lips are
picture.
shaking.
I don't like
His
this.
lips are shaking.
I'm very nervous about this.
So you're doing comedy, like stand-up stuff now?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shaking.
Tell her a joke.
No.
Tell me a joke.
I only have a few jokes and I have to save them for the stand up.
Just make her laugh.
Do it. Go.
I don't know.
You can't do that.
I know you can. I hate when people
can't
say
do
You
that.
make
to
her
me.
laugh then.
Huh?
You make her
I
laugh.
can't.
Well, then why'd you? Okay.
You
All
see,
right.
but you see though, I'm able to just be like, I can't. No.
But I want to be able to. But it's not about me. It's about Carrington. So let's get back on topic.
Carrington.
Diverting.
Yeah.
Take us through your beginnings. How did you start on social media? What got you started, and why did you choose the career path that you chose?
Well, so I'm from Nashville, and I started acting actually first. That was like the first thing that like I ever did in entertainment, which I still do to this day. But I remember one of my like first grade like homies just randomly, she texted me and she was like, hey, like, do you want to be like friends on this new app called Instagram? I was like, okay. So then I just started like posting a bunch of photos, and I was like, wait, why am I gaining followers? Like I was like, at first I was like, do I need to like private my page? Like I was like, I don't know these people, because obviously like back then it was just like Facebook and like that type of stuff. So it just kind of like snowballed, and like social media on Instagram just started like growing a lot for me. So that's why people got to know me more for my social media versus like my acting and like stuff like that. But I've been doing the entertainment stuff like way before the social media. But the social media is just like, obviously when something's like doing well, you know, you want to run with it. So that's kind of how I like grew a following on Instagram. So when I grew that, then I just kind of, you know, spread that out into other different platforms, and yeah, that's kind of how like I started.
For
Now
the
you're
sake,
just a TikToker.
Now I'm just a TikToker.
Just a TikToker. But wait, how old were you when you started doing Instagram and all that stuff?
Like 14.
So you already knew to make that into like a business at like a teenage age.
Yeah, well, because I had already gone to like so many different things for acting and like different expos and stuff like that. So I knew how to look at like a grown man and like give him a firm handshake and like be secure enough in myself to like hold the conversation. So I was like, all right, I just gotta keep doing that.
That's impressive.
So what do you aspire to be through what you're doing on social media? Because I asked that question because, and I'm going to ask you about money and how you can use social media to get money. But a lot of people, once they start making money through their social media, actually forget what their original aspirations were.
Right.
So what, like going into it and everything, is there an aspiration you have of wanting to be?
Ever since I started social media, ever since I knew that I had like, I have a very like, it's more like 50-50 now since I started working with Savage X Fenty. Thank you. But before that, I had very much like female audience.
You don't know what Savage X Fenty is?
Oh, I heard Savage X Fenty. I was like, huh?
Savage X Fenty.
Oh, you work with them?
Well, yeah, I like did. So then I would be posting all stuff, and then the guy following stuff I love, and I was like, dang it, where my girls at?
Girls don't
Shit.
support that?
Well, they do, but it's like it's just like, you know what I mean, guys. Ass, you know.
I wouldn't know my For You page.
Bussin'.
It's on there or anything.
But so my main thing is just seeing all these girls on social media, and I'm still very like, I talk to a lot of my like supporters, like through like DMs and stuff like that. I want to be like a big sister. I want people to look at me and be like, wow, like she actually cares. Because there's so many people who have a platform and I feel like they're not, or they take it for granted. Not that they're not grateful, but then they just, you know, they take it a little bit for granted. I feel like I've been doing this for a very, very long time and I see the way other people do things and I'm like, okay, you know, the way that I want to be perceived is like, people can look at me and be like, oh wow, like she's doing like this cool thing, but not like I want to like.
So I think we're getting to her why. Her why, she wants to be a role model and looked up to upon and as an equal to these people to let them know that I'm there for you. I'm with you. I want to advise you and you can do just as I'm doing and you have power within you.
And just like having a platform, English is a good language, gonna learn it soon.
See? She's
But-
funny.
We'll have captions.
And take notes. That was funny.
I'll watch this video later.
Being able to have a platform like we all do is so dope because we can spread word to people who actually want to listen to what we have to say, whether that's like stuff going on in the world or the environment, like stuff that like we actually care about that needs to change.
Our
like,
voices matter. We have a platform.
yeah, and like that's one thing that like we're so blessed to have, that just to be able to like post something on our story and be able to have this reach out to like this many thousands of people. It's like it takes people forever to do that, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's one thing that I'll never take for granted, is being able to like speak my mind and know that people actually care to listen to me, what I have to say.
Oh, there you go. Sorry.
Dang, no, you're like a perfect guest for the Gotta Get It. Like, I'm pretty impressed. Like, especially you're 20, right? Like that's adult like mindset that she has.
She's cognizant of the influence that she has. A lot of people have this influence, but don't recognize the power that they have and can use it in a bad way and like
Let it get to their
things.
head.
And like promote bad things and not realizing that they're influencing a lot of children that watch them. But you're cognizant of the fact that me having these followers and these viewers isn't just me being popular, but it means my voice, what I put out there, matters. I have a reach. People listen to me. I can influence people, and you want to use it for good.
Right.
Which is big.
Yeah, and you see it more than just money. Which is
Yeah.
a big
But I
thing,
still
too.
didn't get your cohesive answer as to what does Carrington aspire to be? Is there something or do you not want to be labeled as anything? Do you want to do it all? Is it acting? Is it singing? Is it like?
I mean, my two biggest passions are like music and acting.
Okay.
Like that's something that like acting I've been doing since I was 10 years old. I know it like the back of my hand. I'm still constantly trying to like, you know, grow and do classes. I do classes like twice a week, but I'm also in the studio all the time and I love writing music and stuff like that. But those like acting and music are like I said, my two favorite things, and I'm trying to put.
I was asking how much time we had left to have to cut the camera, so I don't have to cut you off mid conversation.
about to
I was
beat
listening
you
to
up.
everything you were saying.
She's about to
Continue. Hey, if you want to go, we could do this. Like I'm 0-1 on my boxing record, but that don't mean nothing.
I thought you weren't boxing anymore.
You're not doing the fight?
Hell no. What? Hey, yo, Taylor Holder.
Hey, yo,
Get at me, cut. Get at me, cut. No, I'm not into that.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. But for me, it's like I want to work so hard on my music and acting that's like what pops off. And like sorry, was I like a little bit too far?
Good,
okay. But I took like a little like break to really just think about and like reflect on like a lot of stuff in my life. You know, we both know how that freaking goes. You just need to take a little second and just. But now
I know a little about that.
yeah. But like being back in LA, like I was home for like 2 months, and now that I'm back, I'm just so like motivated and just ready to just like
Hungry. Take over.
crush it.
Yeah.
You know? Was that an answer?
No, that was
so
a great answer.
Duct tape.
Oh my
I'm gonna give you
gosh.
all the chance before I ask what I want to ask.
Well, now I feel bad because JP hasn't said anything.
We gotta stop doing this, y'all.
I think we do a great job. I don't know.
I think it's going great. I don't know.
The commenters think I talk too much.
I think you're thinking about too much.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, you do talk, like, you're just a naturally, like, talkative person.
It's my personality, and I like to ask questions that I feel like could bring out the best answers in people. I like that, but I don't like being judged and condemned for it and thinking that I'm doing it for any other reason other than trying to make this podcast a good podcast.
I don't think it's that deep.
Yeah. I think you're just taking it a little too serious, man. I mean, that's why we like you on the podcast, is because you talk and then we bounce off of your ideas and I can joke with you. And
Okay, well, then, Carrington, before we get into...
Do we need to, like, take 5 or...
No, you don't get it. This is a consistent theme in all the
I
episodes.
know it's a theme. Go hate on him in the comments.
say Carrington sent you.
But, like, the thing is... Here's another thing with hate. I was so lucky. I never got hate until recently, because I just got out of like a relationship, and it's all like a bunch of like 12-year-old like gamer kids who are just so pissed about my well-being existing. It's fine though. But literally, like, the thing about hate, I bet if you go to any of the hate comments on down there, they're literally gonna have like no profile picture, and it's probably gonna say follow back. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, who really gives a fuck? Here.
Teach him.
You see this?
Yeah.
Metaphorically, let's say this is a big, tall glass of water. But instead of water, it's just fuck it juice. Just fuck it juice. I'm just going to sprinkle a little fuck it all over. And then that's what you're going to
trust
say.
me, I can have a 10-hour
Fuck
conversation
it.
about this, but I understand what you're saying, and I appreciate your insight on how to handle the hate. I appreciate that. And I shouldn't talk about it as much, because that lets people know that it gets to me and just gives them more room to talk about me.
I mean,
But Carrington,
we've been trying to tell him this for the longest time.
before getting into I want to hear about your music endeavors, and I heard something about a movie. I want to ask you, when did you find out that there's money to be made in this industry just by your post and your social posts? Like for example, Savage X Fenty, I don't think that was a free thing. I'm sure you got paid from that.
Yeah, it was a brand endorsement.
A brand endorsement. And so when did you find out about brand endorsements? And then how can you leverage your social platforms to make money in this industry? Can you give people insight on that?
So how I first figured out is I was lucky, like whenever I came out to LA, I happened to meet a lot of people who were doing social media the exact same way that I do. Humans. So I had no idea that I could be making money.
Sorry, that was really loud footsteps, wasn't it?
Yeah, someone was stomping
Somebody wanted
outside.
us to hear that. Okay, go ahead.
So like, what was I saying?
About how you
brand
first
endorsements. You came out. There was a lot of people like you who you didn't know that you could.
Yep. Got it. So I didn't know that I could make money. And then my friend was like, wait, like, why haven't you started doing like brand deals and stuff like that? And I was like, what's a brand deal? You know? So I would just reach out to like different brands, because obviously when you're first starting out, like getting free stuff, like that's super cool. They'd be like, oh yeah, I'll gift you like some clothes or like some phone cases or like whatever it is. So I was like, oh, like this is cool. And then I did my own like managing probably for about 3 years. So I was constantly like the one who was like running like all of my stuff, reaching out to people, responding back. And I was like really young. I was like 14, 15, 16. So,
Taking
like,
100% profits, no 20% to manager.
I said no
hustling
percentages
yourself.
to anyone.
That's what's up. That's a gotta get her right there. At 14?
I was still playing with Pokemon cards.
Holy shit.
So I was just, that's how I first like started. And I think like brand deals are obviously, I think, the biggest part of making money on social media. Obviously, with all the platforms now, there's so many different ways to monetize. Like with TikTok now, literally for just like posting videos, like you have the TikTok like creator fund. If you know you're a part of that, then you get paid on TikTok. Like YouTube's monetized obviously, and like there's so many different little ways, or like working with a brand and coming out with a product that like is yours, that like you can make money off that, and like merchandise and there's just so many different little ways to make money. And I feel like if you really like capitalize on those things, like you could really be making good money.
Oh, which reminds me, we're working on merch.
Ooh.
Gotta get it. Merch. Designs are currently being made.
Heck yeah. Can I get a sneak peek later?
We don't have
haven't seen
sneak
it.
peek.
Oh, we're not that far along.
If you let us know where to send it, we can send you a gift package with a little thank you note for being on the podcast.
Yes,
doing
sir. I'll
It's
wrap
gonna
it.
be like, you know how Nike is Nike Just Do It?
Yeah.
So our thing is gotta get it with our own logo though that they haven't seen yet. So it's like the mentality when you put it on is like gotta get it. Like like I'm going to the gym, gotta get it. I'm going into this business meeting, gotta get it.
I'm going to a party.
This is the first time we're hearing about
Gotta
this.
get it.
But we like it. It looks good. It sounds good.
Hey, I'm a salesman.
I'm with her. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
It sells.
Did you guys see what I just did?
You plugged.
Without, like, it was
You know
a
what?
seamless plug.
You haven't plugged anything in a while.
Don't
though.
want to.
First few episodes, he would plug his book, which is...
Don't say it. I haven't announced it yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I definitely think you're right. A lot of people don't realize how much money you can make off of social media.
I wish I knew how to do it.
Oh my... You're like... Are you kidding me?
You are making money off social.
Oh, really?
Are you not?
No.
He says he's not, but I think he is.
From where?
Legacy views, man.
Oh, legacy views. Okay.
But like
I'll show you.
even like streaming and like Twitch and
I
stuff
don't
like
Twitch no
that.
more. I quit that.
Why'd you do that? Quit Twitch.
You didn't know I quit Twitch?
No.
How do you think my life has gotten so much better?
Why?
I was a horrible person on Twitch.
No.
Yes.
I didn't think so.
I drank every night. I smoked every night. I was making a bad
Oh wait,
impression
you were
of
on his
myself
Twitch
every
live
night.
streams, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a great
Again.
guest.
How was he?
And you weren't drinking or smoking. You were just hanging out. We were all having a good time.
We were able
I was
to have natural fun
dyeing
time.
Ahmed's hair. Those were some good memories.
they
How
were-
are you just gonna let that just go to dust?
Ooh. She has a good point.
It's annoying.
I mean, I think you're just...
No,
we haven't talked in a while. We can talk about it.
Do something else on Twitch then.
We can talk about this. We can have a side conversation about this.
I don't
this
want a
episode
side
is
conversation because we're on an episode.
it's about you.
I want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it because I don't want it about me. I want it about you.
Do you live stream?
Yes. See, I've gotten into Twitch now, and I love
Good.
it.
That was
I was just helping you out.
That was a good transition. That was good. That was good.
Seamless.
Thanks for that. Yeah, it
You
was
do
very
make a lot of
seamless.
faces, but they're funny.
Thanks.
Why don't you make more faces to make me
Do your
laugh?
funniest face in 3, 2, 1. Hey! 3, 2, wait. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Stop! I
For-
can't,
for
how
the
do you
thumbnail?
expect my face to change
Is
that
that the
quick?
thumbnail? That's the thumbnail.
I
Carrington
do.
has I don't want to say that's mean.
But how are you liking Twitch?
How are you liking Twitch?
I love Twitch.
Yeah.
Twitch is dope.
What are you
It's
doing?
so fun. I started out playing like Among Us and then kind of just doing like streams how we used to kind of do it, where we're just kind of sitting there and it's like URL or like walking around just like bringing the homies around, just having a good time. I want to get into playing like, have you seen those like horror games where you have to like Little Nightmares?
Like the jump scare one?
Yeah.
Little Nightmares. I just downloaded that on my PS5.
Yeah, so and like a little bit of like Fortnite stuff like that. But like I'm
I thought you got rid of all your game consoles, sir.
Stop making this about me. We're talking to Carrington here.
you made it about you.
I didn't.
With your little moment.
You
that
said
just
Little
had.
Nightmares and I resonated with it and said I just
Oh my
downloaded
god, but
that.
like this is afterwards. This said Fortnite, and then you're like, oh yeah.
I said it before, Carrington.
I agree with Carrington.
Carrington, you guys are so annoying.
But yeah, I've been playing a little Fortnite.
Okay.
Are you good?
Yeah, well, you know, I'm good. I am still learning. I see you in my pretzels. But I just need to learn how to build a little bit faster and edit my building, and then I still see you.
That is the hard part of Fortnite. I
Yeah.
can't do
I'll say it
'Cause I
in
can
front
run
of you.
and
I'm
I
not
can
trying to say
aim
it
and I
behind
can
your back.
You've never even seen me play.
I don't think you got it like that.
But you don't know.
I don't think you got it like that. Just by hearing saying I need to learn how to build and edit my building shows
Faster.
that you're a rookie.
Ooh.
I am a beginner, and I'm fully okay with
There's
saying
nothing
that.
wrong with that. Exactly.
But I'm not bad at it, and I'm still good enough to like play if I wear a really push-up. No, I'm kidding.
I didn't get the joke. I just laughed because everyone else laughed.
Okay.
Have you won any victories? Like,
Yeah. Like
You got the joke.
I swear to God I did.
You got the joke.
I swear to God I didn't.
Based
I
off your
laughed
For You
because you had a
page,
huge reaction. That was the biggest reaction I've seen from you all day.
Well,
I think on any podcast, that's the biggest
Bussin'.
reaction you've gotten out of them.
yeah, maybe. 'Cause I understand.
I literally want a replay.
Yeah,
don't
Dave, can you
understand.
put a replay of JP literally going...
Because
Yeah.
that's the reality of Twitch, though.
Fact.
Wait,
Right?
what was the joke?
The joke was like, it doesn't matter necessarily how good you are at the video game as long as you're wearing a push-up bra and look some sort of...
See?
Oh,
Listen.
know?
There's so much truth to that.
Yeah.
There's so much
Yeah.
truth to that.
I mean,
No, I'm not
maybe
gonna.
social
I'm not gonna
media.
negate the. No. Because then a lot of women are gonna be like, "Oh my God, you're saying that we're only popular because you're sexualizing
But I'm a woman
us." and-
saying
Yeah,
that.
she's saying that.
I
not
know,
us.
but I don't wanna. I don't wanna chime into on. Chime
I
in on
mean,
it.
that doesn't
I
apply
get what
to
you're
all-
saying though.
That doesn't apply to all women. I mean, there's some girls who are
good.
nasty at the games, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like so good. And like, I'm decent. And honestly, I just do it for fun. It's not like I'm planning on being a professional gamer or anything. So it's like, I just want to hang out, play video games, and just chat while I'm doing it.
I've
you
seen
know?
some Twitch streamers. I don't go on Twitch no more, but when I do, they'll have this thing where it's like on the screen they'll say, "Hang on, changing into a cute outfit," and all the guys will be in the comments like, "Oh my God, what's she gonna wear? What's she gonna wear?" And then she comes back. But the funniest thing is they'll be like, the girl will blatantly she'll have her camera there, and then let's say she needed to get something that's there, she'll turn around, crawl to it,
I like this
grab it,
example.
come back and be like, "Oh, hey guys," but do it so subtly. But me at 31 is watching like,
Yep.
if my kid was watching this right now,
Like, where's your father?
yeah, like I would not let my kid watch it. Anyways, I'm not here to shame women for what they do. Every woman allows to do what she wants, get her bag how she wants to get her bag, earn your coin, no
Facts.
judgment, free zone. Like, you know, if men are allowed to do stuff, women are allowed to do whatever the fuck they want. So I'm not judging. I'm just saying what I perceive and see.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was able to get paid by crawling to grab a remote and come back, shit, I
We
would.
should do a replay of him crawling over there.
Crawl to it. I think my underwear was showing a
No,
little
no.
too. I always have a
scandalous.
plumber's crack showing. So, Carrington, can you talk to us about content houses? Because I know you were a part of one.
Yes. I was a part of Clubhouse BH, aka Clubhouse Beverly Hills.
And what are those about? Like that, I'm so out of the loop. In the
I've been a
scene.
part of 2 content houses now. The first one I was a part of was a little over 2 years ago. It was like the Clout House, which was like Clout Gang. That was
that's
with,
Rice,
like,
right?
Yeah,
This
that
is
was
Rice?
like Rice
Oh.
Gum, Melissa Violet, that whole squad of people, like some
Okay.
of the Phase guys, Phase K, all of them. So, that was
I'm
like
sorry, what's this face?
I still have to stare at JP.
I'm so confused. Okay.
that was like a great experience. Still like super like close with all those people. Clubhouse was also a great experience, but content houses, okay, I'm going to say pros and cons of being in a content
Please.
house. So, pros is you get to live with all of your homies. Whenever you're bored, you can literally just go to one of the rooms and just like hang out.
Let's not forget, in a giant house.
In a beautiful mansion in Beverly Hills.
yeah.
That in itself deserves a pro.
Is
because
rent covered or are you paying rent?
Rent completely covered. So that's incredible. And obviously you have like all these friends who you know you're in a house together, so it's like they're motivating you and you can go back and forth and you know you have people who are always down to film, take photos, like just really help each other in every way, shape, and form. So that's dope.
Was Clubhouse Beverly Hills only girls or were there men too?
So it was all girls when
You were a part of
I
it.
was a part of it. Once towards the end, we ended up bringing in 2 of my really good friends, and then another guy, Austin Mahone. So now Austin Mahone, he's a
Oh,
part
that's
of it.
my homie. I wanted him on the podcast.
Yeah, he's
He lives there?
yeah.
What?
Yeah, so now he's like the only guy who is a, well, No, my friend Jake is also still a part of it. So Jake and Austin are the only 2 guys, and then everyone else was girls. But for a while, it was an all-girls house. But the reason that I feel like it didn't stick the way we wanted to is because there were constantly people just being filtered in and out of the house. Like, every single time someone would get used to a group of people, they'd be like, oh, but now we're going to switch these people. And people would be like, well, who's this?
Who controls this?
Good question.
We had like a main investor, like manager, and
he called the shots.
Yeah, he called the shots, and
you can tell.
That's kind of one of the reasons that I left, because I was like, I don't know.
I'm not gonna let her do it, but you can tell there's so much tea she could spill and so much she could say.
She's like holding
but
back.
she's very respectful, and she would never say anything, and I respect that. So I
signed
got
an
that.
NDA.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Still,
but you can just
if
tell.
I did it,
I can just tell. Like I see it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I've been there in that position where it's like.
Well, quick question. Clout House, was that started? That was started by Rice, right? Or was that
No.
a
Rice
corporate?
and Banks.
Not solely Rice.
No,
Wow.
But that was created by
Rice
creators.
and Rice and Banks became like best friends, and they're the ones who like decided to create it.
Shout out Rice. Just kicked
Yeah.
it with him the other day. That's the homie for life.
Yes, he's great. But that was great because
So what's the con? You said the pros. What are the cons of the content house? The filtering in and out. The
filtering in and out, and just
She wants to say something.
you don't have to. We can move on.
Drama?
We don't. You don't have to.
we never had drama until like towards the end, but really that was just like from like one person. But that was like the entire time I lived there, and I lived in Clubhouse for like 8 months, and we all got along so well. And like not only would we just like hang out at the house, like we would actually go and like do things. Like we go to the beach, we go out to lunch, like we were actually like friends, like homies.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, it was so much fun. But I just feel like the way that personally this house and like the way that it was ran by like certain people, I just felt like I don't feel like this is going to keep evolving, you know what I mean? And I got to a point where I felt kind of like stagnant in there, you know, where I kind of was like, okay, I feel like I need to make more time for myself versus like having to do, because we would have like lots of deliverable.
No, he does that all the time. It's not good for you.
ASMR.
Later on, it's gonna hurt.
There's
bro.
nothing I can do without it being commented on.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, it's very loud.
I mean, maybe we have some ASMR people who are into that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I hope you enjoyed.
You can do that on TikTok.
You want to do ASMR? I'll go first. Ready?
Okay.
No, not again. Stop.
Your turn.
It's not easy.
I like it. I would
She has
subscribe on
experience.
Twitch. I would subscribe on Twitch. Okay, we get it. You don't have to get into the logistics and the
That's
whys
kind of
and
it,
this and
though.
that. Yeah, we get it.
So, how about now? Do you live by yourself? Roommates?
No, I live with my sister Isabella,
Oh.
and then one of the girls who is actually a part of Clubhouse with me, her name's Katrina. She's like one of my best friends, so I live with her as well. So me, my sister, and Katrina, we left. So now we live together, and I also live with my 2 other friends that I lived with before, because the entire time I had my actual house. So like I wanted to be able to have that in case, like, you know what I mean? I wanted to kind of have like my own space or just kind of be in like a different setting. So I kept that, and like my 2 other roommates, Javi and Kayla, they lived there like while we were staying at that house. So
Wait, you
now
live
we
with
just all
Javi and
live-
Kayla?
Yeah. You know that.
I didn't know that. I didn't know I knew you did. Wait, so you so that house, the house we had tacos in that one time.
Yes.
You're back there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yay.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Just for the sake of it, and I'm not talking about yours. Relationships in the social media space. When like, let's say A social media star dates B social media star.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about those relationships? Like, are they what they seem from the outside, or are they like, let's say I saw A and B dating. and I see what they post, I see what they see, and you were friends with them, would you know a whole new side and world to that relationship than what the public sees and knows?
I mean, it obviously depends. Like, every single relationship is different, but there are a lot of relationships on the internet. Obviously, like, people only put out content that, like, they want you to see. You know what I mean? It's not like you're showing everything, because, like, obviously, like, nobody's perfect, no couple's perfect, but there's like so many like toxic relationships on the internet that are like just so romanticized, like, that people just like put up, and it makes it seem like they're the happiest couple.
That's what I wanted to get out of her. That's what I wanted to get out of her.
But like,
because if I said it, everyone would be like, "Oh, Fusi, just shut up." But when you get a female perspective,
well, it's true. Like, but a lot of people are just like, "Oh, babe, can we do this?" But we have to film this right now. And some people get like, let it kind of take over their like relationship. That's why I think, see, like, my last relationship, public, and like, it was good, but I had to literally just be like, listen, you guys don't see everything that goes on like behind the scenes, and you know, people have their own ways of twisting things into what they think is going on and trying so hard to figure it out, and then when they really don't even know what they're talking about.
So I'm not gonna ask you do a lot of relationships do things strictly for the brand deals and the money, because I know the answer to that. But I'm gonna ask you, do you know any relationships that, and this is just me for the sake of wanting to get juicy. I have a question after this, Do you know any relationships that aren't real, like they don't love each other as they are, but they're just doing it for the internet and knowing what it does for them as a couple?
Yeah.
Wait, are there fake relationships on, like... Yeah. There's some relationships where I've seen them start, and I'm like, are they still dating, or are they just keeping this facade on social media? And
Let's hear it from Carrington.
I mean, yes. Like, there's a lot of people who do that, or like, oh, like, being a fake couple for this would do well, or that's like very much a thing.
What?
And especially now, like, in this time.
Yeah, not even just like fake, but there's couples who stay together because they are famous together.
See, that I don't understand. Like, that's absolutely like insane.
Like a
to
certain
me.
family that I've seen videos
Yo,
of.
Chill. Who you taking shots at? We didn't approve these shots.
I just said a family.
There's
There's tons of family vloggers.
I didn't call out nobody.
What were you gonna say?
I just said I know there's a family that like is very dysfunctional and very toxic.
IRL.
But on camera, it's all for the views.
It's perfect.
Yes, I'm not calling anybody out.
You're gonna tell me who it is after.
No, but that's true.
Absolutely.
Like, that's.
It sounded like that A lasted a little long. You said
I said a family.
Family.
You're assuming.
You're assuming now.
Aaron,
I'm
you know
just
what they say
saying.
about assuming, right? It makes an ass out of you and me.
I don't know. There's a reason why we all thought that when you said it.
Well, you guys thought that. I just said a family.
I watch a lot of like family like content and stuff like that, so it could be.
The reason I loved your answer so much and why I wanted to ask that question is because I know all the ins and outs of what's fake on the internet. And when I came out publicly in 2016 and said, yeah, guys, pranks are fake, like, you know, it was like the biggest taboo thing you could do. It was like as bad as, I'm literally gonna say this, and I'm sorry, I'm not undermining. My videos proclaiming about my fake pranks got like 60,000 dislikes and 100,000 hate comments, and David Dobrik's apology for and racism and A, B, C, and D and everything else got 1 million likes and like 15,000 dislikes. So there's there's a big point I can say to that, but I'm just saying I like when they get to hear that, oh shit, so there are other things that are fake than just Fusi admitting his fake pranks. People don't understand how fake the industry can be.
Yeah, and like a lot of stuff people put out, like they're doing it to get views. Like, I feel like a lot of people also have completely different personalities sometimes on social media. Like, the difference of like sitting and just like talking to one of your friends is like, and then you see someone and they're like, so guys, like da da da, and you're like, who is that person?
It's a flip of the switch.
But like that's all you know because that's all you see.
I like you, Carrington.
But that's crazy.
I like you.
Like I can't. I feel
I
like
should
if
carry her around with me, so when I have these statements that I say where people call me crazy for, I could be like, listen to my backup.
Listen, like I'm a backpack, and you turn around and like, hear it from me, bitch.
It just gives it more levity. It gives it more like But thank you for being honest and sharing that.
You're welcome.
Not to put you on the spot, but we did bring up the whole David Dobrik situation. What are your thoughts on it? Just a quick I'm just curious because I've been asking everyone
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a little bit of it. I don't want to act like I'm fully educated on the situation because I don't know the full story. But I do know David personally, and I mean, I personally have never had a problem with him. Every single time I've seen him, he's been sweet. Do I think that he's taken it far? A little bit too far? Yes. I think, but I also think that right now in this day and age, people are so, this is just kind of how I feel. People are so cancel happy. Like people are so like just bored and just trying to literally pull things from like past, like, you know what I mean? Like years ago and pull it out when it's like, okay, well that wasn't as big of a deal back then as like it would be if you were to say something now. You know what I mean? Like you look at like super old TV shows and like old like animated TV shows, they say some stuff that you should never say in 2021. You know what I mean? But like they're gonna pull that up and then but now your present self 10 years later now you're a bad person because you did this years ago. So I feel like that's a big thing that needs to stop. With the David Dobrik stuff, I'm never like it's so hard
we
because
shouldn't
it's like
put people on the spot with their
sorry,
opinions on
you didn't have
controversial
to. That's why I was
topics,
like, just
especially
say
if they know the
quick.
person.
I love talking about this stuff. I think it's important to talk about it.
It's not even just him. It's just the creators who are in that similar realm of stuff.
Yeah.
Like people who are
Notice me, I'm just...
Yeah, I feel like it's so hard too because like you have these girls who are coming out about saying this and it's like if that is true then it's like oh crap, like these girls deserve, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people would be like, oh, were they just, they want his money or they want this attention because he's famous or this and that. But that is a situation that very well could have happened. You know what I mean? But you have all these different opinions. Or it's the other way around and that could be the actual situation. So like, I don't know these girls. I don't know any of that stuff. But whatever did happen, one of them knows the truth. And I think if they're either doing some fucked up stuff that they should take responsibility for their actions.
Okay, I'm sorry for putting you on the spot if I did.
I really don't care.
Oh, okay. So let's move on to what's next.
Let's wind down with asking you what you got going on in your life, in your music, and your acting career.
I just filmed a movie, so that was super exciting.
Can you tell us what it is?
I can. It just recently like got put on the internet, so I can say that now. But it's called Gasoline Alley, and it's a Bruce Willis.
You're working with Bruce Willis?
Yeah, it's a Bruce Willis film that has like Luke Wilson in it and Devin Sewell, like all these like sick actors. And I was in literal Florida, like Destin, Florida for spring break, and I just get a call and my manager's like, "Hey, this person, like, here's all your lines, this and that, but they literally wanted you because you have blue hair and they like your look. Like, can you fly to Atlanta tomorrow?" And I'm like, okay. I'm like on the beach. I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, let's go. So then the next day I literally fly down, shoot it for like 3 days. And I wasn't freaking Bruce Willis or anything, but like I was in like the opening scene. It was really, really cool. But that's all that I can really say. I'm talking way too much because I'm really, really excited.
That's huge. That's actually huge.
So
that's really big, actually. I'm really, really, really proud of you for that. Like, that's awesome. What happened? Oh,
like so hard.
I thought we clapped.
Like
No.
You thought?
Yeah.
Did you feel the friction?
I thought so.
Maybe it was a mental
That made me
class.
like break a sweat of like
Her face was like
embarrassment.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean
Replay
that.
that.
I didn't mean that.
Wait, please replay that.
bad.
That's actually huge.
So
That's really
What?
big, actually. I didn't mean that. I thought we handshake.
just know, I'm gonna
think you
get you
just
back
really-
for that. You're
Okay,
like
well,
this,
hey.
and literally we're like,
No, Carrington, honestly, congratulations.
thank you. I'm excited.
And don't ever downplay what you done or have achieved by like minimizing it by saying like, oh, I wasn't Bruce Willis. It doesn't matter. You gotta celebrate all wins, no matter how small or big. And this is a big win, actually.
Thanks.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
Be grateful for that. Be proud of
Appreciate
that.
it.
You deserve it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Music.
Music. So ever since I've been back from Nashville, I've made it a priority to be in the studio at least 3 times a week. Like, just really trying to like just get in there and like constantly like just write, because I feel like I've had so much inspiration. Like, it's been easier for me to pick up on inspiration even just from like the simplest like things to like write about. Oh my god, no, not you thinking I'm like a hippie.
No, you weirdo. I'm laughing because people always comment about how uncomfortable it is for our guests to have to look left and right and left
She's
and right.
doing a great
And I
job.
see you here going like this. So this, so this, so this.
But
and
she's making it very like
I know.
smooth.
It just made me laugh.
Well,
It made me laugh. You're doing great.
You're
You're doing
I
great.
want everyone to be in the conversation.
You're doing
See, look,
great.
this is-
No,
Carrington.
Fuzi made it awkward. Fuzi made it awkward.
So wait, I do have one. So you said you're in acting class twice a week,
Funny.
music studio 3 times a week, and you stream and you post on all these other social platforms.
Yes, but obviously, like sometimes that changes depending if I have like, you know, things to do or like I get like, you know, booked for
But that's
something.
still
or, like, I need to
impressive,
do something.
though.
But like that's what like I try to, you know what I mean? And like that's what I'm like trying to be consistent on. Obviously, sometimes that changes because I'm like, oh, I need, you know, obviously. to
But
do
every day you're getting it, regardless.
But every day, I'm just trying to like move closer to my goals, and I think like 1% every single day. Obviously, try and put in more if you can. But even if you're doing 1% every single day, like you're still growing and you're still getting further. So like, I just try and remind myself of that every day. But yeah, new music coming soon. I don't have a date yet, but I promise summers you're gonna have some bangers, shawty.
Hey.
So let's go.
And she's gonna do the Bust It challenge in the music video.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
What's that?
She's like, what's that?
What's that? The halo.
Oh, Carrington, it's been really, really, really fun having you.
Yes, thank
yeah,
you
thanks
guys
for
for
coming.
having me.
In all honesty, like if we were running this unconventionally, I'm sure we could have done this for 3 hours because I don't even think we scratched the surface of getting to know you or talking
And like,
about topics.
I feel like we talk a lot. Like we could talk for a very long
Yeah,
time.
we could talk for a very long time. And I like there was so much more I want to ask and get to know, but just for the sake of time, you got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, it's been an hour.
It's been an hour.
It's
Yeah.
in more.
Yeah.
Quick.
Time flies when you're having fun.
What the heck? Oh, dang. Okay.
As an ending statement, I want you to you don't have to, so I want you to, if you'd like to, give us one 2021 goal, and to the audience looking straight into the camera, one word of advice for them just for life. On the spot.
Why you gotta put it on the spot, man?
I put you on the spot about stand-up.
I know.
And because I'm so chill and relaxed around her, because I view her as a friend, so it's like I can just talk to
I
her
can
casually
definitely
and do
tell
that.
just
Yeah.
from you guys hanging out and stuff.
Well, we don't hang out. I haven't seen her in like 6 months.
Whose fault is that?
Hers.
Why is it my fault? Also, I don't think it's really been 6 months. And you know, anytime that you hit me up, I'm like there. Okay? So.
It's a two-way street, Fuzi.
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, I did kind of leave you hanging one day. Sorry about that, bud.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he left you hanging for the high five, so you're even.
Yep.
All right, well, cool.
Karma's a biatch.
What is your 2021 goal?
My 2021 goal. My 2021 goal is I want to have an EP/album out.
Hey, that's a big
Like,
one.
yeah, that's probably like the main thing that I'm gonna put out. I would. Oh,
Okay, and now I have something
Chef's kiss.
better instead of you giving them life advice.
okay.
You could say no. This is just funny to me. Like I said, I'm having fun on
Just
this.
go.
Can you stand up and do a TikTok dance to end the episode?
No.
I just wanted to.
No, because if that little section of the podcast gets put anywhere,
By
you guys
itself.
are just sitting here and I'm just like, I don't think I'd be able to live that down.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
sorry.
You had to perceive it like that? I wasn't even looking at it like that.
Oh my God, I'm sure you weren't.
I swear to God, I wasn't.
Out of context, people are just gonna take that clip. and it's
No,
just
but like
Oh
that's
my
just like
goodness.
Akko Taco, dude.
You're an
Akko
Akko Taco.
I like that.
Akko
Akko Taco.
She's an Akko Taco.
So?
That would be good for merch. Akko Taco. Sorry.
Yeah. Cute little taco with
Yeah.
Well, hope you enjoyed this episode of Gotta Get It. Please press subscribe.
Are we all making voices now?
I can do it, boys. All right, thanks for tuning in to Gotta Get It.
Even if I ever was interested, I would have lost all interest
was
in
all
that
in
right
one
there.
ear.
Like, that was like...
See, that's the thing. People meet me and they're like, oh, like this super chill. Like, people are like, oh, Instagram
Word of
model. They
advice.
meet me and I'm like,
If you're ever on a date...
don't
and-
do that.
No. If you're, if you're ever on a date and you're like, I need out, and he's showing interest, just stare at him and do that voice.
What? I don't think that would work the way you
Bro,
think.
I
No,
would,
you
I
just
would
go to the
tell her
bathroom
I'm
and
going
Never
to the
come back?
bathroom
Never
and never
come
come
back.
back. Yeah, I would do that to her, though.
Have you done that?
I did it once.
You just left him?
Oh,
Yeah.
we need to have.
It
her
must have
come
been.
on
It
another
must have been that
episode.
bad though. Like
It was
she
bad.
has a reason.
Yeah. It wasn't like bad. It was just like, oh, like.
Did he
I
text you and
can't.
say, where are you?
Yeah, and then I just blocked his number and never saw him again.
That.
Well,
On that note, everybody, 3, 2, 1. Gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it!
I need to find out more about this story. Though.